Hi, I'm Todd with HVAC Parts and More. Today I'm going to show you how to replace an inducer motor on a G61. The first thing you want to do to remove the pressure switches is remove the 4 1/4-inch screws. After removing the pressure switches, what you want to do is remove the 4 screws holding the inducer motor in. After removing the 4 screws, you want to disconnect the power to the inducer motor at the plug, and you're going to want to remove the inducer motor from the flue column. After removing the inducer motor, you have your ground wire. You have 2 options. You can cut the ground wire, or you could trace the ground wire by removing this bracket down to the spades where it connects to the board assembly. After you remove your inducer motor, you want to remove the gasket. Once you get the gasket removed, you want to make sure the back of the cold-in header box is clean. Once you have the inducer motor removed, you need to remove the limit on the inducer. You want to take your new inducer motor and reinstall the limit switch. Take your new inducer assembly and reinstall it into the flue. Make sure all 4 holes are lined up, and then you're going to want to reinstall your 4 screws. After you reinstalled all 4 screws to the inducer, you want to take your Fernco, make sure it's seated on there, and push it down a little bit and tighten it down. After you have your inducer motor mounted back in, you want to reconnect the electrical, and you want to make sure you reinstall your ground wire down at the board. Now we're going to want to reinstall the pressure switch banks. You're going to make sure your black tube is going to hook to the positive on the cold-in header box, and you're going to make sure your red tube hooks to the negative on the cold-in header box. Same with the other side. You want to make sure your positive is going to hook to the positive on the cold-in header box, and your negative is going to hook to the negative on the cold-in header box. After you have your pressure switches reinstalled, you want to make sure you reconnect your 2 blue wires to your limit. That's how you change an inducer motor out on a G61. This inducer motor can be found at HVAC Parts and More.